New York City, 1932. At this point, the New York subway has been around for a whopping 28 years. With 472 station stops, around 800 miles of track, and over 20 different subway lines. One would be shocked to hear that in 1932, the subway system was attempting to explain their 27 lines with only 3 colors. Not possible, right? Well, there's a little more to the story.
Hi, I'm Peter Lloyd, and I'm an amateur historian of the subway system of New York. I started collecting subway maps about 25 years ago. That hobby deepened into archival researches in libraries and museums, and then interviews with people who designed the map going back to the 60s. Back in the first half of the 20th century, there were 3 companies running the subway, and all the maps had 3 colors. But in 1967, they built a 2-mile tunnel under Chinatown that linked 2 of those networks, and they then had a problem. At that point, the old 3-color scheme wouldn't work, and something was needed new.
Almost by accident, I came across this short article in the New York Daily News that the New York City Transit Authority was sponsoring a contest to design a new subway map. And I said, oh my gosh, I've always been interested in cartography, and I know the New York City subway system like the back of my hand, and so I decided to give it a shot. My name is Raleigh D'Adamo. I'm a lawyer by profession. I was practicing law until I entered the contest sponsored by the New York City Transit Authority. And I'm the chap that brought the colors to the map of the New York City transit system. The rules of the contest required that the map run from Midtown Manhattan to downtown Brooklyn, just a small part of the city. But for my idea to really be understood, I had to draw the whole system from the Bronx all the way down to the Rockaways. To explain it, I wrote a 19-page report comparing New York City system with other systems like London and Paris, which used a lot of colors. It's clear that the maps of the New York City subway system are using too few colors to do too much work. And that was the operative phrase that caught their attention.
So once Raleigh was done, we had a color for each subway line, which meant we were using over 20 colors on the map. But today, we have only 10 colors representing every line.
Lexington Avenue has got 3 routes running down it, the 4, 5 and 6. Now back in the 60s and 70s, each of those routes had its own color. John Tornek's idea was to paint those 3 routes the same color, and that meant he could draw a single line instead of 3 lines, saving space.
I don't think that anybody mourned the loss of the multiplicity of colors. I think everybody said, the trunk line color coding system makes eminently good sense. Imagine the trunk of a tree. Down below in the earth are roots, and up top there are branches. If you think of Manhattan as the trunk, when you get up north, things go to the Bronx. Things are branching out eastward to Queens and southward and eastward to Brooklyn, etc. And by using the trunk lines, it simplified the system.
The New York City subway system is the largest rapid transit system in the world. But when it comes to reliability, it finds itself towards the bottom of the list. But after understanding the history of the New York City subway lines, it can be agreed that the properly organized and accurately colored system of today is far better than the one of the bygone days.